The sky broke open with thunder the moment the call came in, like the universe already knew something terrible had happened. Inside the old brick clubhouse of the Iron Vipers Motorcycle Club, every man froze when the president, Hank Bear Dalton, dropped his phone. His face went pale. His hands trembled. And then, with a voice cracked from shock, he whispered words that slammed into the room like a sledgehammer. "They took my daughter." Silence. Heavy. Deadly. Bear was a man feared by enemies and respected by everyone else. He'd survived wars, gang rivalries, raids, betrayals, but this shattered him in a way none of his brothers had ever seen. His daughter, Lily, was only 18. A bright, stubborn, big-hearted girl who had grown up around the roar of engines and the smell of motor oil. She wasn't a fighter like her father, but she had his fire inside her. Everyone knew that, and now, she was gone. The men gathered around Bear, but no one dared speak. They could hear his heart breaking in the silence. Finally, he slammed his fist on the wooden table so hard the glasses bounced. "It's Rocco's crew. The drug runners. They said if we don't hand over our territory, they'll—" His voice failed. He didn't finish the sentence that he didn't have to. The club knew exactly what Rocco's gang was capable of. They didn't just push poison. They kidnapped girls, used them as bargaining chips. Even worse. No soul in that room could stomach the thought of Lily in their hands. That Bear's best friend, Jack's Ghost Maddox, stepped forward. He had always been the quiet shadow of the club, calm, disciplined, deadly when needed. He placed a hand on Bear's shoulder. "We'll get her back," Ghost said. "We'll burn down the whole city if we have to." And that was the moment the Iron Vipers transformed from a brotherhood into an unstoppable force. Chapter 1. The abduction. Just hours earlier, Lily had left the community center where she volunteered to teach kids art. She wasn't like the rest of the biker families. She wanted a life beyond the endless wars between gangs. She dreamed of being a teacher. She wanted peace, but peace wasn't something she got. When she stopped at a red light, a van pulled up beside her. She didn't even have time to scream. A mask, a needle, darkness. When she woke, her wrists were tied, her face bruised, and she was locked inside a dirty warehouse. Rocco himself crouched in front of her, smirking. "Pretty little princess," he hissed. "Your daddy's going to give me everything I want." But Lily's fire didn't break. "My father will kill you." Rocco's grin widened. "He'll try, but he's too late." Chapter 2. The Iron Vipers ride out back at the clubhouse. Bear wasn't the same man anymore. His fury was volcanic. Each minute that passed without Lily's return felt like a knife turning deeper. The club prepared for war. Engines growled alive. Leather jackets went on. Guns were holstered. Chains tightened. Every member had the same look. Cold, focused, merciless. Ghost led the intel team. Reaper checked weapons. Tank loaded the armored bikes. Sparrow hacked into cameras. The entire club was a machine built for one mission. Bring Lily home. Or die trying. They found the first clue at an abandoned drug house. The dealers inside didn't surrender. They opened fire. Bad mistake. The Vipers took them down fast, but what they found inside made their stomachs drop. A girl, terrified, tied up just like Lily. She wasn't Bear's daughter, but she pointed to a warehouse near the docks. "They moved the new girl there," she cried. "Before dark." Time. They were running out of time. Chapter 3. Lily fights back. Meanwhile, Lily wasn't waiting to be rescued. Inside the warehouse, she listened carefully. Every footstep, every voice. She noticed the guard who checked on her drank constantly and got sloppy. She also saw a metal shard on the floor, small, sharp, perfect. She used it to cut through the rope around her wrists, inch by painful inch. Her hands bled, but she didn't stop. "Hold on, Dad," she whispered. "I'm coming home." When the guard returned, drunk and stumbling, Lily attacked. She ran. Even with bruised legs and shaking hands, she didn't get far. The warehouse door was locked from the outside, but she bought herself one thing, a chance, and that was all the Vipers needed. Chapter 4. The brutal clash. The Iron Vipers reached the docks at midnight. The warehouse lights flickered like dying stars. The air smelled like ocean salt and gasoline. Ghost signaled with his hand. The men spread out. One biker climbed the roof. Another circled around to block exits. Bear walked straight toward the front door like a storm roaring toward land. The guards saw them and panicked, opening fire. The Vipers retaliated with precision. Fists slammed into jaws. boots crushed ribs, chains cracked like lightning. This wasn't a fight. This was an execution. Rocco tried to escape through the back door dragging Lily, but Ghost caught him first. One punch shattered Rocco's nose. Another sent him to the ground. Bear arrived seconds later. Rocco groaned, bleeding everywhere. Bear lifted him by the throat. "You touched my daughter," he growled. "That was your last mistake." Rose held her breath, watching her father's fury and gentleness collide as he pulled her close. "I'm here, baby," Bear whispered, tears running down his cheeks. "Dad's here." Chapter 5. Healing after war. The next days were quiet. Lily recovered at home, surrounded by people who loved her. The club repaired their bruises and their bikes. But something had changed. Lily's kidnapping had opened the club's eyes. The drug problem in their city wasn't just a rival turf issue. It was destroying innocent lives. Bear made a decision that shocked everyone. "No more drugs in this town," he declared. "Not in our streets. Not near our kids. The Vipers are cleaning house." It was the beginning of a new era. They went from feared men to protectors of their community. And Lily? She became stronger, braver, more determined to help others. She wasn't a victim. She was a survivor. The message: strength isn't about violence. It's about protecting what matters. The story of Lily and the Iron Vipers reminds us. Family isn't just blood, it's loyalty. Strength isn't shown in anger, but in courage. Evil grows when good people do nothing. And sometimes, even the roughest men become heroes. The final scene of the video could show Lily hugging her father as he whispers, "No matter how dark the world gets, light always fights back." Megaphone call to action for your channel. Be kind always. Sparkles. If this story moved you, inspired you, or kept you on the edge of your seat, please drop a comment below. Tell us, what would you have done if you were a member of the Iron Vipers? Thumbs up, like the video, bell, subscribe to the channel. Be kind always. Speech balloon. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your engagement helps us create more powerful stories like this. Because no matter what storms we face, be kind always.